we've got the new Warbond dropping on Thursday. This is the Democratic Detonation. We've got a couple new weapons, the BR-14 Adjudicator Rifle, which is armor penetrating for best for small groups. We've got the Eruptor Rifle, which is bolt action and has explosive shrapnel. So that also sounds really cool. The Exploding Crossbow, Max mentioned earlier, a grenade pistol, and a Thermite Grenade. Like, yes, I'm going to be blowing up so many bugs. And the robots now, since the robots are apparently back. We eliminated them, what we thought, but they're
So
back.
there's a fun detail because the gravity must be accounted for when aiming the crossbow. So you're going to have to arc it. You can't just...
Which is the one gun that actually, so far, that I've noticed uses gravity in this game. Because I'll fire shots like across the map to destroy like the spore spewers, which are like the giant mushroom clouds that fog up the map. And I'll just shoot across the map until it destroys and clear out the fog. But apparently not going to be able to do that with the crossbow. Or at least I'll have to aim better. I won't have to just aim directly at it. Bunch of new armors. These armors, they look kind of basic. I like the red one, which I believe is the demolition specialist, but I could be wrong. Those look pretty cool, but they're also still in the same red and yellow. Helldivers. We want some more.
I like that we got some good flavor text here for the Devastator armor. It says domestic versions of this armor allow colonial farmers to safely plant crops and mines side by side while staying in one piece. Just the bleakest, but also most upbeat universe over there. I love it.
So I could be wrong on this, but I believe Devastator is a brand in the Helldivers universe, because if you're sitting on your ship long enough, if you look above your monitors for upgrades, there's a TV monitor, and sometimes they play commercials. And I believe there's one that's called like Devastator, and it's about farming and using a hunting rifle to like hunt animals, as well as hunting, defending your property from bugs and stuff like that. So just great. There's also a cologne called Eagle Sweat that you can get. So a lot of really cool in-universe jokes I love about that one. And we got some new capes as well. The big thing on Helldivers right now, we got a new major order, y'all. We got to defend Chort Bay, Minkent. Chort. Like not short, but Chort. Chort Bay,
like Chortle
and Lasaf. Yes, Chortle. Those are like major orders right now, so hopefully those will, by the time you guys are listening to this tomorrow, it may be done. We may be moving on to planets like Chuhi and Penta. Maybe it's Chuhei. I'm not sure. It looks like Chuhi to me. So, some interesting planets. I'm happy. I've always wanted to go to Chort Bay, so I'm very excited that they added this one as part of our major.
I don't like the sound of this Menkent planet. I don't think men can't what? Men sure can. They're going to come there and they're going to do it and try to tell me my business.
My family used a summer in Chort Bay, and it was lovely back in the 90s, but it's gotten worse.
But yeah, I mean, I've been grinding Helldivers. I've unlocked everything in all the Warbonds, so I'm super excited for this new Warbond to drop on Thursday. So I have a reason to return to the front lines. I've been on. I've returned to civilian life for a few days. Good old vacations that I've earned.
What's your recommended, like, if somebody is sort of out of the picture? What's a low level loadout you can pick up to kind of get in the action?
Ooh, low levels. So bring the Eagle Airstrike, because that is great for clearing out bases, bug holes, fabricators, depending on what you're fighting. Bring the grenade launcher, because that is also great for those. Let's see, and then the Gatling Sentry for if you're low level, and then probably the Rover Backpack, I think, is the other low level thing I would recommend if you're just getting into it, which is basically a little drone that has a laser rifle duct taped to it and shoots things that come close to you. So that's my advice for low level. High level play right now, for those, because some of you out there, I'm sure, high level grinding like me. The Bubble Shield, Autocannon, Sentry, Airstrike, Eagle Airstrike is still a go-to for me. And then the Quasar Cannon has become a big favorite. Even though it's very new, but it's very good. Other alternates, I've actually started bringing the universal bubble, which is just a big bubble shield like from Halo, which is great for covering you at the computer terminals when you're shooting off a bunch of things. Also stops you from getting ragdolled from rockets and things like that. Not as great against bugs, but great against robots. And then I also really, really, really like the what is it called? It's the orbital airburst strike, which gives you three. Once it's fully upgraded, it gives you three like just AOE explosions of shrapnel that just completely take down bug holes, or not bug holes, but bug breaches. Excuse me.
This game is a blast. I've been very sort of late to the party on it, and there's I think I talked about this last week, but like it doesn't feel like I'm being punished for sleeping on it. Like it feels very welcoming to jump back into. It's such a just straightforward, like go in there, shoot the robots, shoot the bugs, just make a mess of them. And it's you can have like sort of a longer adventure where you drop in and try to do a bunch of optional objectives, or you can just kind of go in and run and gun it. But it kicks some ass.
And then
Brian, Matt, what are you guys feeling the urge to jump back into this or check it out, or is the threat of robots too daunting? Are you scared of them?
No, I mean, it's actually really good to hear that if you've dipped out for a while, you can get back in there and it's not overwhelming. Because I think that's the one thing that keeps me from coming back to games like this, is I'll play them when they first come out, and then I'm like, oh, cool. And then a bunch of other stuff comes out, and I go over there, and then I'm like, oh, I'm too scared to go back. Everyone's too good. And then I keep reading stories about they're like, everyone's bullying the guys who wear certain clothes or whatever. And I'm like, oh man, that's so mean. I want to play my lonely single player games with the lights dim.
It's great because it's like really purely uncompetitive, right? There's no, there's no meta or something that's constantly changing, right? Where people are like, this is the new technique that people have developed to eradicate the bugs and destroy the robots every couple of weeks. It's like every upgrade is like, it's not necessarily more powerful or weaker or anything like that. It's just like, how cool do you want the explosions to look when you blast the aliens with new like gadget, right? Like they're toys and they feel like toys. And so all of the like special, like the war, like special orders that you can like get are like for fun,
Yep.
Which makes jumping in really easy.
For those that may be coming back to it, there's now 4 Warbonds. The first one is your standard one, which is free. I recommend just kind of jumping into the newest one too. Like, don't worry about like going in order and getting the Steeled Veterans, which was the first one that came with like the special edition of the game, or the what was the I can't remember what the electrical one was called, but I wouldn't worry about those. I would get the new stuff and then go back to it, because the good news is about this one, like, for those who may not have played it, yes, you can buy the premium like battle passes with actual money, but you can earn that currency just by playing. I get usually each battle pass costs about 1,000. I usually pick up anywhere from 40 to 60 credits every mission, so it adds up pretty quick.
That's great.
So like you do just have to sink some time into it, but yeah, definitely recommend going with just the new one. I haven't got a chance to test it yet, so that may change as of next week, and I'll let you guys know after I've spent a bunch of time with all this stuff. But
sure,
as of right now, I recommend just kind of going for the newest of the new. Like, don't play with the leftovers from last week when you can play with the new lasagna. I don't know. I'm mixing metaphors.
The new lasagna? That's
the new lasagna. Yeah, it's the new hotness lasagna.
Right
Garfield's got a movie coming out. It makes sense, right?
They're rebooting lasagna.
They're rebooting lasagna.
Lasagna 2.
For our listeners out there, if you are in our Beyond Facebook group, I want to hear your stories, your Helldiver stories. Give us your funniest story. Give us your wackiest extraction, your close calls that you actually made. Share those in the Facebook Beyond group. I'll drop a post before this episode goes live, and I want to read those out on the show. So whether you're an audio listener or a video listener, leave us those stories so we can
share some war stories.